Deep in South America lies a place so enormous that it can feel like another world. A world covered by endless green forests, powerful rivers, mysterious sounds, and thousands of creatures that most people will never see. This is the Amazon rainforest. The Amazon is one of the most extraordinary ecosystems on Earth. It stretches across several countries and covers millions of square kilometers. From above, it looks like an endless ocean of trees. But the real mystery begins when you enter the forest. At ground level, sunlight struggles to reach the forest floor. Giant trees rise dozens of meters into the sky, while vines, leaves, insects, birds, and animals fill almost every part of the environment. And the deeper you go, the more difficult it becomes to understand just how much life is hidden here. The Amazon River is one of the most famous rivers on Earth. It carries an enormous amount of water across the continent before eventually reaching the Atlantic Ocean. But the river is more than just water. It is an entire world. Beneath the surface live thousands of species of fish. Some are tiny enough to fit in your hand, while others can grow surprisingly large. One of the most fascinating creatures found in the Amazon is the giant arapaima. This enormous freshwater fish can reach impressive sizes and has a unique ability to breathe air from the surface. Then there are the pink river dolphins. Unlike dolphins living in the ocean, these animals have adapted to life in the muddy freshwater rivers of the Amazon. Their unusual color and mysterious behavior have made them an important part of local legends for centuries. But the Amazon is not only about its rivers. Look upward, and an entirely different world appears. High above the ground is the forest canopy. This enormous layer of leaves and branches can be compared to a city in the sky. Birds fly between the trees. Monkeys move from branch to branch. Insects hide among the leaves. And predators search for their next meal. One of the most recognizable birds here is the toucan. Its enormous beak makes it look almost unreal, but that beak is actually useful. It helps the bird reach fruit growing on branches that might otherwise be difficult to access. And then there are the monkeys. Some Amazonian monkeys spend most of their lives high above the forest floor. They rarely need to come down. The trees provide food, shelter, and protection from many predators. But not every animal in the Amazon lives peacefully. The rainforest is also home to some incredible predators. One of them is the jaguar. The jaguar is one of the most powerful cats in the Americas. It is an excellent swimmer and can move through dense vegetation with surprising stealth. Unlike many other big cats, jaguars are strongly associated with water. They can cross rivers, hunt near the edges of waterways, and sometimes even enter the water to pursue prey. But spotting one in the wild is extremely difficult. The Amazon is so large and dense that an animal can be only a few meters away and remain completely hidden. And this is one of the most fascinating things about the rainforest. You can hear life everywhere without actually seeing it. A strange call comes from the trees. Leaves suddenly move. Something splashes in the river. An insect begins making a sound somewhere in the darkness. You may never discover what caused it. The rainforest is constantly alive. Even the smallest creatures play an important role. Millions of insects live among the trees. Some are colorful. Some are almost invisible. And some have developed incredible ways to survive. Leafcutter ants, for example, are among the most fascinating insects in the Amazon. They travel in enormous colonies, cutting pieces of leaves and carrying them back to their underground nests. But they don't actually eat the leaves directly. Instead, the leaves are used to grow a special fungus that becomes food for the colony. It is almost like the ants are running their own underground farm. And this is just one example of how complex the Amazon ecosystem really is. Every creature is connected to something else. Plants provide food. Insects pollinate flowers. Animals spread seeds. Predators control populations. Fungi and microorganisms break down dead material and return nutrients to the soil. Remove one important part, and the entire system can be affected. But perhaps the most surprising thing about the Amazon is that scientists still don't know everything about it. New species continue to be discovered. Researchers sometimes find plants and animals that have never been officially documented before. Imagine walking through a forest that has existed for thousands of years and discovering a species that nobody outside that region has ever recorded. It shows just how little we truly know about the natural world. But the Amazon is facing serious challenges. Large areas of rainforest have been lost over the years because of activities such as agriculture, logging, mining, and the expansion of roads and settlements. When a forest disappears, it isn't just the trees that disappear. Entire habitats can be destroyed. Animals lose places to live. Plants disappear. Rivers can be affected. And local communities can lose important resources. The Amazon also plays a major role in Earth's climate system. Its vegetation stores enormous amounts of carbon, while the forest continuously moves water through the environment. Trees absorb water through their roots and release moisture into the atmosphere. That moisture can eventually return as rain. In this way, the rainforest is connected to weather patterns far beyond the trees themselves. And that is why protecting the Amazon matters not only to the animals living inside it, but to the wider planet. Still, despite all the challenges, the Amazon remains incredibly resilient. In many places, forests are being protected and restored. Scientists continue studying its ecosystems. Local and indigenous communities continue using generations of knowledge to understand and protect the forest. Because for them, the Amazon is not simply a collection of trees. It is home. It is history. It is food, water, culture, and life. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson the Amazon can teach us. We often imagine that we have already explored most of our planet. We have satellites. We have airplanes. We have advanced technology. We can map enormous areas from space. Yet there are still places on Earth where nature can surprise us. Places where a new species can hide in the trees. Where a river can stretch farther than the eye can see. Where the sound of an unknown animal can disappear into the darkness. And where millions of living organisms can exist together in a system more complicated than any machine humans have ever created. The Amazon rainforest is not just a forest. It is a living world. A world that has survived for countless generations and continues to change every day. And somewhere beneath the enormous green canopy, there are still mysteries waiting to be discovered. Maybe the next great discovery isn't somewhere in outer space. Maybe it is hiding right here on Earth, deep inside the Amazon rainforest.